You drink apple cider vinegar every day, thinking you're doing the right thing, but you're probably making a mistake that cancels out all of its benefits. There's a specific time of day that most people use it, and it may actually be harming your stomach instead of helping it. There's also a detail on the label that 90% of people ignore when buying it, and there's an exact dose that separates medicine from poison. Stay with me until the end. I'm going to reveal all of this based on scientific studies, not opinions, not social media trends. Before we continue, if you genuinely care about your health, not fake health advice, click follow now. There's no clickbait here, no influencer nonsense, just science explained in plain language. Science confirms 3 proven effects, and only 3, no miracles. First benefit, blood pressure. To understand how vinegar works here, you need to understand a fundamental relationship in the human body, sodium and potassium. These 2 minerals work together to regulate pressure inside your blood vessels. Before the 1960 seconds, when diets were based on fresh and natural foods, the sodium to potassium ratio was roughly 1:1. Today, with processed foods, fast food, cured meats, and excessive salt intake, that ratio has reached 5 parts sodium to 1 part potassium. What happens when there's too much sodium? The body retains water to dilute the excess. This increases blood volume. More blood volume means more pressure in the arteries. That's how hypertension develops in many people. Organic apple cider vinegar is one of the richest liquid sources of easily absorbed potassium. When consumed correctly, it helps improve that balance. Studies have shown measurable reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in people with mild to moderate hypertension. However, it is a supportive tool, not a replacement for prescribed medication. Second benefit, weight control and satiety. There is a hormone called leptin, produced by your body's fat cells. Its job is to tell the brain that you've had enough to eat. The problem is that people who consume excess calories for years often develop leptin resistance. The hormone is produced, but the brain stops responding to the signal. Acetic acid acts in 2 important ways. It improves the sensitivity of leptin receptors in the hypothalamus and slows gastric emptying, helping you feel full for longer. One study followed participants for 45 days while they consumed vinegar once daily, without making any other lifestyle changes. The result was a weight loss of 2 to 3 kilograms. Those who also exercised lost as much as 8 kilograms during the same period. Third benefit, blood sugar control. When you consume carbohydrates, bread, rice, pasta, cake, or sugar, about 50% is eventually converted into glucose in your bloodstream. Blood sugar rises. The pancreas releases insulin. But when this happens repeatedly for years, cells become overloaded and begin resisting insulin's effects. This condition is known as insulin resistance, the stage that often comes before type 2 diabetes. Acetic acid inhibits an enzyme called alpha amylase, which breaks down starch into glucose during digestion. As a result, sugar enters the bloodstream more slowly and steadily. Studies have shown reductions of up to 34% in post-meal blood sugar levels when vinegar is consumed before eating. This matters because repeated blood sugar spikes lead to glycation, a chemical process that damages proteins and blood vessels and accelerates aging throughout the body. Now for the most controversial part. The biggest mistake I see people make is drinking apple cider vinegar first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It sounds healthy, it sounds like a detox. But placing acetic acid into a completely empty stomach can irritate the lining of the esophagus, stomach, and duodenum. The best time to take it is around 11 a.m. or 5 p.m. before meals. Never on a completely empty stomach immediately after waking up. The recommended dose is 1 tablespoon mixed into 150 milliliters of water. At most, 2 tablespoons in 200 milliliters of water. Always diluted, never drink it straight. Choose an organic, unfiltered, unpasteurized product containing between 4 and 6% acetic acid. However, not everyone should use it. People with advanced kidney disease should avoid it. Those with severe acid reflux, advanced gastritis, or ulcers should address those conditions first. And apple cider vinegar does not cure infections, does not eliminate parasites, and does not replace medical treatment. For people without these contraindications, it can be a useful tool when used correctly. Now tell me in the comments, have you been using apple cider vinegar already? Were you taking it at the right time or the wrong time? If you want more science-based content without sensationalism or products being pushed on you, follow the channel and turn on notifications. The next video will expose a deworming myth that most people have never heard about. You won't want to miss it.